Hi Ryan, this is Coach Smart at ABC Baseball Camps, here to do your video evaluation on your hitting. We're going to talk about your setup, your swing plane, your position at contact, your lower half, and your finish. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to flip this forward a little bit and see where you go. Okay, so your setup right here is kind of your setup right in here. Okay, let's talk about a few things. Let's talk about your feet. Okay, feet look pretty good. Well, what I'd like to see you do, Ryan, is try to get your front foot to look like your back foot. Your front foot's like this. Your back foot's a little bit open. Try to keep that front foot as square as your back foot on that yellow line there. Okay, the width between your legs is okay. You look like you're a little bigger kid. You could probably get a little bit wider. If I took this, put it there, that'd probably be a little more realistic, or maybe that much. Okay. And as we move this bar up, I'd like to see your hands about level with your ear hole in your helmet. Okay. From a bat angle standpoint, we'd like to see that barrel, that bat kind of sticking up a little bit, up in here, but not really behind on your shoulder, so to speak. Okay, so from a setup standpoint, make sure your feet stay parallel, maybe a little bit wider, and then raise your hands a little bit, and raise that barrel a little bit. Let's click forward here and see what you do when you stride. Okay. So, Ryan, let's make sure we understand why we stride. We take that step towards the pitcher, not when we swing, but we do it to time the pitcher. Okay, when his hands separate, when the ball comes out of his glove, when the guy's pitching, that's when we stride. Now we have to make adjustments on that depending on how hard the guy's throwing, but if the guy's throwing firm, we want to stride a little earlier. If he's throwing slower, we want to stride a little later. But when we stride, Ryan, we're not transferring weight. See, I don't see much of a load on your backside. Okay, there should be three things that happen: a load, a stride, and a swing. And I don't see much of a load there. You should have about 60% of your weight in your backside right now, and then when he goes, right before he pitches the baseball, you should take your front foot and step towards the pitcher without transferring weight. Okay? We want to transfer weight when we swing. Okay? It looks like, I haven't checked it yet, but it looks like you have a lot of head movement. So here comes the baseball. You're in high school. Here comes the baseball at 90 miles an hour. I know you're much younger than that, but let's look ahead a couple years. 90 miles an hour, and as the ball's coming towards you, you step towards it. Your head should stay out of that, stay inside that circle. Okay? And that's, again, when we stride, we're striding forward, but not our head. Just our foot goes forward. Okay? Okay, so let's look at you at the position of contact, or let's look at your swing plane first. Okay, so there's your barrel. Okay, that's enough downhill plane. That's very good, actually. Right there, from here to about here, we want to be level. Okay, that's pretty darn good. Okay, pretty darn good. I don't think we need to change much of your swing plane. Okay, let's get you at your position of contact and see what that looks like, which is right there. And boy, oh boy, that's textbook. That's textbook. That's pretty good. This arm is very good. This arm is very good. Your eyes look to be right down the barrel. This angle in your back leg is very good. Those are all good things just to contact wise. That's really good. Let's get rid of some of these lines so we can see what we're doing. So from a position to contact standpoint, that's really good. Okay, let's talk a little bit, Ryan, about why we drive this knee the way you're doing it. Make sure you understand we're trying to drive that knee down to the inside of that front foot. And you are in perfect position to do it. Okay? How do you tell if you're driving the knee hard enough? I'll tell you why. I'll show you here, hopefully. Okay, see how your front foot's twisting away? Right as you make contact, your foot's going that way. That shows me you're driving it hard enough. That's great. But if you could hold that foot on the ground, Ryan, and not let it rotate, not let it roll over, not let it point towards the pitcher, you create even more energy with that backside and that lower half. Okay, keep that foot on the ground. Okay, that you resisting against your back leg driving down to the inside of that front foot is creating power. It's creating energy and more bat speed. Okay, so you need to keep that front foot a little more closed. You know, instead of being at this angle, maybe be at that angle, and then really fight like heck not to let that foot rotate towards the pitcher until well after contact. So we want to hit against a firm front side and make sure that front side is firm. Okay, let's look at your finish. Okay, pretty good extension there. A little one-handed finish. This looks pretty good. Let's look at another swing. Let's see if you get that same position of contact again. Whoops, the bat so fast can't keep up. Okay, you're a little out in front here, but man, that back side of yours, your lower half looks really good. You move to Seattle, you call me up. You can come play for me anytime. I love your lower half. That's a good look there. Good finish. Very good. So the only thing I see that you need to work on, Bud, is maybe your setup a little bit. Maybe get your hands a little bit higher, a little farther apart with your legs, and then make sure you're striding to a square, parallel stance, and open up that front foot. And then when you get to that position of contact, that position right where you have that front foot, let's get you there real quick. Right there. Make sure you're trying to do whatever you can to keep that front foot on the ground. But I think you're well on your way to being a great young hitter, Ryan. And with that last name, you shouldn't have any problem at all. Thanks, Ryan. Have a great day, great summer, and thanks for coming to ABC Baseball Camps. Bye-bye.